Hi everyone, Alexandra Bello here with Miami Web Fest interview series. I am here today with Julia Zimth. She is the writer, producer, and director for Good Monsters, which is a dramedy. And tell us a little bit about yourself and your show.
Yeah. So, hello, I'm Julia, and it's so nice to be here and to speak with you. So, I'm the creator of Good Monsters. It's a dramedy web series, and it's about a woman who tries to rob her husband's dealer. And when she actually tries this, the most exciting 24 hours of her life are going to start. And she meets a lot of weird characters. And in each episode, the character is singing about the big question of the series. And the big question is love enough to save someone? Yes, and this is something like a red line going through the whole series. And in the end, there's going to be an answer, but you have to watch it to get the answer.
Very good, very good. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about your background in this industry and how long you've been doing this.
Yes, I'm an actress and also studied script writing. And I also thought it's nice to combine these two things because I'm like sitting there waiting for getting casted or waiting for or just writing. I just think it's lovely to combine both. I also got this passion for music. And I got this really good friend. She's a composer. And when we got the idea for this dramedy, it was also about telling the topic of addiction in another way, because you always, mostly also in Germany, you also have this social drama stuff about addiction. And we thought it would be so nice to tell it like in another way, like that you also like a bit weird, or that you can also somehow laugh about it or feel attached to it and love and enjoy watching it, and feel attached to it, but also having fun with it. So yes, this was something, but it also should be touching because it's about a woman making a journey with like realizing about that she has to let go of the person she loves, what is really sad on the other hand. Yes, it actually is. But it actually is a big thing in relationships, even if you are dating together with an addict or not. I mean, it's just that you can't save the other person. The other person just can save himself, and letting go of this, even when you love someone, is really hard. So this was is a tough topic, and so, but we thought it's nice to tell it in like in a web series with singing, and yeah, this was somehow the intention.
I enjoyed it very much. And, it's awesome that you can share with us all of that. You talked a little bit about addiction and how to make this web series into a dramedy to touch on the topic. And I wanted to ask you, the inspiration behind it. When did you create it? How long did it take you? And also talk a little bit about addiction. Maybe you have experienced it or somebody else around you, and that touched a little bit on the subject.
Oh yeah. It was something I was inspired because I had it actually. It was somehow my familiar, like like just really close to me. It was really like something where you look at and you think, oh my God, it just kind of rips off your heart because you feel really helpless. And you also need, I mean, somehow I have to admit it was kind of a therapy doing this web series for me. And but the I think I started creating it in 200. No, what was it? 919.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Yeah. And then actually I wrote the first, like the pilot, and then I spoke to my composer friend. We said, okay, this could be great about singing the songs. And like I wrote the songs, and we were like overworked it with rhythm, and did record the first song. And then we did we was a web fest in Berlin. We won the best pilot award. And then actually we tried to get funding, and then we thought this takes too long, we just do it by ourselves. We just need to do it. And then we just did it. Then we just shot, but we actually shot the first season again. So we just shot season 1, 3 one again with better like technique and stuff. So and just for 5 episodes, I think it was 6 days But of course, we did also which was a lot of work. Did record the songs and write the songs and compose the songs, and so and then we just did it and have been ending shooting in autumn 200. What was it? 20. It was, I think it was like in autumn 20, and then the festival journey started, which took until like I mean until just lately. So which was
Yeah,
nice. We were like winning this nice musical thing at the Web Series World Cup, which was really exciting, of course. And then we had this like found a little distribution company and run on the Serien camp, which was really nice. And so we would have loved, or would love to do a second season, or would love to do longer version to develop the characters, or yeah, and this is something what we were longing for, of course, because I think it's such a nice idea. I still love it. Yeah.
I enjoyed the delivery a lot, and I noticed how every episode had a little bit of everything. And at the end of every episode, you know, new situation, new door opens to the next episode. And I enjoyed that a lot. And how you had music, like the thematic music throughout the whole series on every episode, on every situation. And I'm not gonna say more than that because people have to watch it so they
Yeah.
figure it out. Right now you are in festivals, so people cannot watch it, but I hope that you get distribution very soon so they can freely watch it and everybody out there can watch it. It's only, how long is it?
I mean, it's like 37 minutes and it's 5 episodes. And
Yeah,
it,
it's only 37 minutes out of your day and you watch a whole season and see where everything goes and how everything closes up to a point.
yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. So of course it's nice just to watch in different episodes. So you just can like yeah, so you got time with can have each day one episode.
Yes, yes, but binge watchers don't like that. But yes, I know what you mean. It's
Yeah,
recommended
of
to watch
course.
one episode a day and then kind of like think about it a little bit.
Yeah, and then maybe excited about the next day. Oh, I go and watching it. So yeah, somehow it should be soon. Well, it should soon be possible to watch it on the Rockwood channel, but let's see.
Yes, let's see. Very good, very good. Now I want you to tell me a little bit about what was the process working with another director. I know that you wrote it, you produced it, you directed, but you had another director on the series because you were acting, and you
Yeah.
had another producer producing with you, along with you.
Yeah. So I had yeah, which was so good. He's such a great guy, and he it was so of course important because when I was doing the acting and before we were yeah, we had made these plans. What about how to shoot and everything, and we talked a lot, but then when I acted, I was more like the co-director and he directed. There were some scenes I said, no, maybe we should do it like this and this and this, but mostly he's really good in feeling people and seeing what they're like, also in difficult scenes, what are needed. And then sometimes when I say, oh my God, I don't know where this is going to end. Like in this, at this night scene when we were like, when we like half naked staying there, it was freezing cold. And I was like, oh my God, this is not going to be funny. And, and he was doing so great. I mean, this was really great the way, sometimes it was like, sometimes I had something in my head and it worked, and mostly he had something in his head and it's always worked. And when I was doing the scene and with the bus, like when like naked, like doing half naked, like when the police officers are coming, then I said, then I had an idea in mind. I was like, oh my God, I was really freaking out, and he was arranging it so greatly. So this was great. He is an adorable director. And yeah, and my producer friend, she's also so great because of course she did all the in the end she was the one who did all the arrangement, dispo and organization. I also did it too, but she was of course was also like a rock.
Yes, like I'm telling you right now, in pre-production stages, you can be the writer and, work in the musical composition, but once production begins, if you're
Yeah.
acting, you have no head for anything else. So it's good to find people that you trust that are very good at what they do and they
Totally.
can take over on those positions. Like you can also do production on pre-production stages, but there is a moment where once production like switch turns on, there's some production that takes place there anyways, and that's where you have to find like your team. And it's awesome that you had a good team and that you would work with them
Yeah.
again for a second season or for something else. So that's very good. I also wanted to ask you what happens next. I know that people haven't watched this yet, but if you do go to the festival, Miami Web Fest, make sure that you look for Good Monsters, okay? So you can watch it. But once the ones that haven't watched it are not going to understand this, but I want to know what happens next at the end of the season. It kind of like gave me like a little bit of curiosity.
Oh, you mean what's going to happen next for the next, if we are going to shoot the next season?
Yes.
Oh, and well, there will ongoing a love story ongoing like happen between Fritzi and Hako, you know, between the dealer and the wife of the addict.
Yes.
And there's also still the twin brother of the big boss, you know, who is not like, who not got this allergic things for peanuts. He's still alive, and they still got the money. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen also with the addict husband if he lets her go this
Yes.
easily. Yeah.
Yes, I do like that you're touching on addiction, and you know, if you guys go to where to go to Film Freeway, you would see a little bit how they're talking about how everybody has somebody in their circle that is an addict, and sometimes this is a perspective about it, and it's good to have these shows that are realistic about what's happening out there to some people. So, great idea.
Yeah, and I mean, it's something, it's such a dark topic also, and it's such a I mean, it's so often in this society, and mostly you don't talk about it, or somehow, and even with Corona was becoming a bigger topic, like all the people at home, and somehow it's always when you, I mean, got feelings and you can't face them, and somehow you try to yeah, of course, somehow you try to get these feelings away, but mostly it's better to you know, so it's difficult if you do it that way, but of course we are all just human beings and shit happens, so then
Yes.
we need to get along with it and try to find solutions even for all the loved ones, and even like, yeah, it's a tough topic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it. I got into the story. I immediately sympathized with the main actors, so that was very good. I enjoyed the coloring. The coloring was very nice, very enjoyable. The show is very cinematic, so I also enjoyed that. And when I saw kind of like the first song, when I heard it, I was like, what is this about? And then I got used to it and it warmed up on me. And I'm like, okay, all right, I understand. This is very nice. This is like a very bubbly way of seeing things when you
Yeah.
add music into it. And it brings you back to those shows that used to have those little moments of just music. And I'm gonna tell you my train of thought, but I'm gonna sing it to you. So that's very enjoyable.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, it was like, and it also was the idea like breaking the fourth wall, because of course I'm a crazy Fleabag fan. I just loved the show. I was like watching it like 1,000 times, and I love this breaking the wall. I mean, a lot of people are using this now. It's so often you can see it, and but there was just, yeah, like unique in this show. But it's always like so nice too. I think it's a nice irritation. It's an irritation and a connection at once. You know.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
you are right. And the music, like your composer, is definitely a great friend to have. Very talented,
She's so talented. She's great. Yeah, yeah. She
great
is a
ideas.
she's really great. And she's
Yes,
so funny. She's just got a wonderful humor, and she's such a, yeah, she's really great. Yeah.
that's very good. That's very good to have people that are talented and passionate about what they do on your team. Do you have a social media for the show? Do you have a social media for your production company, for yourself?
Yeah. We got like for Good Monsters, and I got a Instagram for Julia Zimth, like cinnamon. It's called actually like cinnamon, or it's that IMTH in German. Yeah, and and a Gute Monster Instagram channel and a Facebook page. And yeah, but we are actually working on our website now because we are planning like another web series and a feature and looking for co-production and funding. So, and are just in this process right now. So yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I'll make sure that after the interview, I follow you from my social media and we stay in touch so I can see what you're producing next.
Oh,
And
that's
by
nice.
the way, what are you working on next?
Okay. Oh yeah. This was actually, no, yeah. Was this a question or?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a question that
Okay.
I'm going to be following you on social media and checking out what you're doing next. And I
Okay.
would like to know what that is.
And what that is. Okay. So I'm just looking for my battery. I hope it not my about the charging. I hope I don't
Oh, no.
no, it will be fine. So we are the next thing we are going to plan is like, of course we were thinking about doing actually a first second season of Good Monsters, or a longer version. And we also thinking about another web series, which is called Funny 40, which is about a woman turns 40. And it's about the question, what should you have reached when you're 40? And it's about a happy disaster, but also about what society wants you to be and what you're actually different, like how different lives are, and what actually comes out of it. And it's a comedy. And on the other hand, we are going to do this feature, which is also about the addiction topic, about this woman husband, but also it's a tragic comedy, because it is about actually a relationship, and about the woman who also is a codependent. And she got her husband, and there also shows up a monster. I mean, his monster becomes her monster, but this monster is going to be kind of weird and funny. So it's also about the topic, but told in another way. So we got the script and everything, and are going to go into the founding process now. So these are the two projects, or actually the three projects we are we're right on. And of course, there are other projects I'm working as a writer, like a mystery series and another comedy series for other production companies and acting and stuff. But this is like the own projects we are going to want to develop, and and really believe in it. So like
Yeah.
insanely believe in it.
You
Yes.
you shouldn't spend 1 minute on something you don't believe in. It's just such a
That's
waste
so
of
true.
time.
I know, but I did this in earlier times, and I thought it's so destructive.
Me
And
too.
I really got frustrated,
Me too. I did it all the time. I put everybody before me. I did all these things that I didn't believe in, that I didn't like, and it's not. I guess it must be for me. I'm 37, so it must be once you're hitting a certain age, you're like, no, no, and no. This is
No,
what I'm
yeah,
gonna do, and this is
life
what
is
I'm
too
gonna do.
precious not to. Yeah.
Yes. So I wanted to ask you also, how do you feel about being an official selection of Miami Web Fest?
Oh, that's so nice. And we have been really excited, because it's I think it's a festival which started, when did it start? In 2013. It was one of the first.
Yes.
Which is like presenting web series. I think it's a big event. And
Pioneering on the
I
web
would
series.
love to be there, but it's not possible. I'm in Berlin and my son sleeps in his bed. I just was hearing him screaming. I think he got some nightmares. But so I wasn't able to come because of work and family stuff and the dog and stuff. But yes, I would have loved to be there. I really would have loved to be there.
Hopefully you can make it. Miami Web Fest is going on for years and more years to come. So
yes, sure. I will make it one day.
yes, open invitation to you.
Thank
I also want you to tell the audience as a last statement, what is your production company called? And you already told me what you're working on. So, but tell me a little bit about your production company so we can get to know it.
Yeah. And no, our production company, it's called Zimth GbR, and it's like a small company, which we are just moving on with our first project. So
it's basically just to produce content.
Pardon
It's
me?
just like your production company only focuses on producing content?
Yes. I
Yeah.
mean, we also thought about podcast. We thought about different stuff, about doing web series. Of course, we're ongoing web series. Of course, we see how this is going on with the future, and we have to see what is going to happen. We also got some podcast ideas are going on. So these are different formats. I mean, we are open to this. So let's see.
Mhm. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. I want to thank you for your time.
Oh yeah. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, we are excited to be showcasing um, Good Monsters and also be able to interview you so people get to know you and see, oh, that's the actress and also the director, writer, and producer. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful that we get to know you and thank you for being here. I want to invite everyone watching this video to make sure that you attend the festival. Go to miamiwebfest.com if you need any tickets, if you want to check the schedule out, and if you want to see our locations and after parties. My name is Alexandra Bello, and I am happy to be here today with Julia Zimth from Good Monsters. And I want to invite you to go and watch the other interviews on our YouTube and attend the event at the end of September. So thank you, Julia.
Oh,
Pleasure.
thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Care. Bye bye.
Bye.